Lines drawn, blood red, borderlands, young, very jolly. Young, you say it again. Everybody crown till the crown get cracked. They can don't clap till the blade go smack. Over 50 houses, one throne, one seat. Lock it, load it, line it up. Peak to peak, 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 peak. Gaiscioch on the move, ever sharp with the steel. As I spark the flame, watch the battlefield peel. Brazil, bring the pressure, death guard up the rate. Duranda, swing heavy, tell me how much weight. Midway kings stand tall, but the mortar get thin. No evil in the corner, let the nightmare spin. Homegrown forbidden city, want a piece of the pot. But Imperial Guard say, nah, give me all you got. Oh, 3 regions, three crowns, 1 command plan. War in the soil, watch the empire expand. From very Jai Hills to Liangyong Gates. Emperor stepping in, yeah, we choosing your fate. Choose it, prove it, crown heavy, don't lose it. Retro rise Phoenix style, ash on the track. Burn! So they hit the side like how you handle that. Supply what choke roads, yeah, lanes get tight. Undying wolves howl, full moon, full fight. Vanguard press front, vigilantes creep. Warborn, warforged, make the whole ground shake. Warriors in trenches, throw us out in the sight. Splish it on temple banners, lift mid-flight. Hear that? March, 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 boots don't miss. Ice Spartan stepping, lawless taking risks. Regulators, rev vengeance. Sparks hit stone, dashing one-way road, no U-turns home. Very just screaming, Liangyong blaze loud. Fire, Borderlands screaming, Liangyong blaze loud. Borderlands, remember carved names in the ground. Auras, lawless, Bengal wide in sight. Peak so high, only one survived the height. Gate crack, bell ring, end game swing. 50 plus challenges, but one still king. Elysium peak set the stage. Gazing hold breath, who brave, who fade. Rise up, fall back, history ink tonight.
This is your war report. Let history be told.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. This is battle number 10, January 31st, 2026, last day of January, last day of Phase 3. We are going to be cruising into the Capital Wars next. If you're just starting off, be sure to type in that code ZYX522. That will get you some free stuff. If you're returning to the game, type in ZYL522, and that'll get you some really nice stuff, like really good. I wish I could get it. In any case, some key terms tonight. Prestige is the value of land that you own. A claim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is a change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession of something. And Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Looking at those upcoming events, we are on into Phase 4. The Usurp the Thrones. This is when the capital cities of Choroveros and Conqueror City become available. Now, the next date to worry about is February 14th. That is the positioning round for the capital city in Liangyong, which is Daicheng. And I would have to say that if you are one of the houses that is living over there, be ready for an influx of endgame houses right after those capitals fall. They will shift focus. They will move out that way. And it might be time to start looking to other places. Alright, so let's go ahead and cruise on in. We got the war summary, and then we're going to jump into some interviews with some of our community members. We have 44 warring factions tonight, 15 alliances, 135 fiefs, of which 87 changed hand tonight. 44,145 total prestige. Over in Ungavaria, there is 15,150 coming out of 37 fiefs. Half of Brain Sale owns 52% of that, Hibernia with 18%, Cohorts with 10%, New World Order with 9%, and Tides of War with 9%. In the Borderlands, there is 17,100 total prestige with 55 fiefs. Brotherhood now owns 26%, Ragnarok with 25%, half of Brain Sale 13%, Tides of War with 9%, and the High Council with 6%. Over in Land Yun, there's 11,895 total prestige with 43 fiefs available. Chaos Undivided now has 46%, No Evil with 18%, Revenant with 15%, Half a Brain Cell 10%, and Hallowed Kings with 8%. Alright, it is time to jump into our community interviews. Let me toss up the first guest. There we go. I don't know what the heck happened to my board here. 1 second. It went hella low. What the heck? That is really weird. 1 second here, guys. I don't know why the heck it went so low there. Gonna make it like... Still wants to be way down there. But hey, we can work with this. This is good enough. We'll work with it. Alright, so first up is going to be Yada. Welcome, Yada. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Glad to be here.
So, really quick, give me a little rundown of what all went down tonight. Some things changed quite drastically. I'm not sure what all went down, so fill me in.
So we expected for a fight similar to Tuesday where, we held our major cities against Brotherhood and Forbidden City, who will probably be in the Brotherhood Alliance shortly. They did not show up, so we quickly checked Borderlands, saw they were there, and then sent a couple of stacks to go over there while cleaning up TV to make sure we secured that first hit on TV. And we also dabbled in Daicheng a little bit, the Daicheng region.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Took a quick little fort for funsies, and then did a little OT fight in Yixing. Took that as
early
well.
recon there, I guess.
Yeah.
So you ended the night with 3 forts, 4 towns, and 2 villages. That's quite a take.
Yeah, we definitely got some land that we probably don't want to hold on to, but we'll see.
You know how positioning round goes. You always got to take more than you need, and then you can sacrifice it. Come the big show there.
Exactly.
All right. So are you familiar with the new game that I created?
I am not.
It's a little... I don't know why it can't just be normal, but it seems like every episode something else goes weird with it. But so what's going to happen is you have 10 different categories of questions. You got house origins, leadership, strategy, diplomacy, siege, skill, units in meta, fun, rivalry, and lore. You can choose any one of those and a question will pop up.
Oh, lordy.
Kind of like Jeopardy.
All right. I'll take units and meta.
All right. What are your thoughts on the Royal Longbowmen?
They're fine. I wouldn't say they're super overpowered like harangues were when they came out. I would still rather harangues, even though the longbowmen have larger range. I think the harangues perform better still.
Yeah, I kind of am there with you on that one. All right, what's your next one?
Let's go to House Origins. Oh, is this about me? Oh, never mind. Hold on, I take it back.
Maybe. What do you think people misunderstand most about your house?
Oh. So I don't know what the typical perception is entirely. I do know that because we're not as like house hopperish as other houses are, where they like merge and like form like the strongest houses of just off of like vets and stuff. We're more of like a homegrown house where it's like, I created the house. We've slowly leveled up from being like a small house with like level hundreds and stuff to obviously thousands and thousands. And now we're like in year 3 or 4, and like we're vets and stuff. I still think sometimes the perspective, gosh, English, of some of the older vets, they tend to look down on us. But I mean, this might be season win 3 in a row here, so yeah, we're not as weak as you think we are.
There you go. All right. I mean, I definitely have seen you guys hold the line quite regularly. I mean, hasn't really been in question at all. You guys got rushed pretty hard one week, and you guys still managed to hold the line. So, you guys have been a staple out there. So I fully expect that showdown between you guys and Brotherhood to take place over at Dai Chang as well. And I imagine that once you guys get the capital secured, you're probably going to be poking each other. So
Absolutely.
it's always a fun showdown, though. Every year you guys throw a zinger in there, and it's just like, oh my god, check that out. So. All right, so let's go ahead and choose another one.
Leadership. This is fun.
All right. What is the biggest challenge in maintaining member retention during the off season?
I feel like as long as the content during the season is good, especially for the vet players, it's not too hard to maintain people. But it's when you get into, and we're sort of having this issue this season a little bit, where some of the TWs aren't as fun. Obviously, Brotherhood left the region, so we haven't had much content. Some guys have been sitting on Red Tot for a while. Whenever content during the season isn't that great, that's definitely the hardest like off seasons, because then players are like, I'm gonna go check this out over here, do this or that. So making sure content is good during the season is definitely the best way to retain people.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about them going to Ashes of Creation anymore.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next question? Audience, go ahead and choose one too. Audience, choose a question. We'll ask that after the next one. What do you want?
Ooh, yeah. Give me rivalry. And then chat. Chat, you pick chat.
All right. What's the biggest comeback your house has ever pulled off?
Biggest comeback. The most recent one was probably us losing Saltivar to Disciples, now Forbidden City, and then just immediately reflipping it from the guys that took it. Historically, I don't know about comebacks, but some of those capital fights we were definitely not favored. Like, I don't know, Agolia against like Maximus Stack, or CC against Maximus Stack. But yeah, we still win those. So those.
Right. The majority has asked for rivalry again.
Oh wait, taking CC from Blackwing.
Oh,
that
okay.
Was, yeah. Shout out my alliance mate Blackwing.
There you go. All right, we're gonna do rivalry one more time. Okay, who is your dream opponent house to fight in a perfect war?
In a perfect war?
Yeah, like if you were to set up the perfect person to go take down, who would it be?
I think Vanguard is very similar to us, and I'd like to fight them. Because right now it's whoever's on defense wins, and I want to keep fighting them.
Yeah. Honestly, both of you guys scare me, so that would be a bad day either way it happens for me.
Yeah.
All right, you want one more question?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and pick another one. Let's do another House Origin. I feel like Warriors doesn't get to rep ever in any of these things, so let's see what else this got. Right. What does your house
Diplo.
value
the chat
most?
wanted Diplo. I'm sorry. Chat, it's delayed. What do you want from me?
All right. If he answers fastest, we'll do Diplo too.
Okay. Loyalty is huge for us. If I were to select, community too. We literally do yearly meetups during the summer.
Nice.
So like community is super important to us. Like last summer we had 20 to 30 guys. We got 2 houses in Ohio right next to the lake. Like community is super important to us. We've been playing together for so long. Like we love hanging out with each other in Discord. Obviously they're all super talented players on top of, being good people. So community is real important to us, while also still, being good at the game and, being loyal to the house. So
man, y'all meeting up in Ohio, you gotta invite me. I'll fly over there.
Oh baby. All right, and then the chat.
All right, let's try Diplo. Guess for the audience, what makes an alliance work long term?
That's a great question. So I think the leaders in charge need to ego check, like, before they join alliances. The problem with a lot of alliances is just like everybody wants the best content for their house, and you have to understand the fact that you're working with two other houses that have their interests in mind when you're speaking to them. And if you're a house that just wants all the content and nobody else gets to do anything, it's not going to work long term. If you're an asshole to, like, oh, no, sorry. If you're a jerk to any of the other houses and their leaderships, they're not going to want to keep working with you. So just understanding that, yes, you need to get content for your house, but at the same time, you can't ignore the needs of the other houses because you're an alliance. You're supposed to work together and you're supposed to make sure that the alliance does well. So, yeah. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, that's some wise words right there, guys. Don't be a jerk. That's all you gotta do in this game is don't be a jerk. All right, Yada. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have to move on to our next interview, but I really appreciate you coming on the show and giving us a little word again. So I'll probably be circling back. I'll probably be like, hey, Yada, come talk to us about winning the capital, you know? So you just be ready for that.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
Thanks, chat. Good night.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Howdy, howdy.
All right, next up we have Wavius Red of the Undying Wolves. Formerly Animal Kingdom, I believe, right?
Yep.
And,
how's
yeah.
it going?
So, tell me a little bit about tonight. What all went down for you guys? I mean, you got like a foot in two different regions.
Yeah, so our original plan was to just primarily hold Foghladha because we're everyone's yelling in chat. But it was mainly just to hold those fiefs, and then what happened is that we saw everybody attacking North Borderlands, and we thought that looks fun, might as well. So we joined in the fight. We joined Attack South BL.
Yeah, you know, I called it last war, man. I was like, man, there is no way they're gonna go into the positioning round and hold all that land. Like, I think Warborn, those guys, Ragnarok, had to know that it was coming. They had to know. Like, that is just too tasty of a morsel for people not to just everyone on the boss and go hit it. You know?
I feel like it was a situation where they said, well, we have the opportunity. Our main competition, which was us at the time, left region, so might as well get a good payout for last week.
I mean, in all honesty, if you look at the sheer volume of fiefs in the Borderlands, they took almost every single one of those. Every one of those gives them silver and siege when they take it. That must have been a hell of a payday for them. So I don't think they're complaining. I think that they're like, we just got a ton of stuff.
It was a great position that they put themselves in there.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really be that bent about losing it all when you had that. Nobody on the server, there's not an alliance or house on the server that could have withstood what was thrown at them tonight.
Oh yeah,
and they did really well considering. So
yeah, they did really well. The fact that they were able to hold Q New for as long as they did, and the fact that they were able to hold some of the fiefs that were being absolutely bombarded, it was amazing. Even mid-war.
I mean, from far north to far south, they still have stuff, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in the game. There's 10 things before you. You got to choose which one you want, and we'll pop up a question, see what you get.
Out of curiosity, is the fun one, is that related to CB?
Sometimes.
Okay, then sure, why not? I'll go for fun.
All right, if your house had a motto, what would it say?
That's really hard.
That would probably be our motto. Just saying.
Bad players, good fights. I'm going to be completely honest.
Bad players, good fights. I like it. All right, go ahead and choose another one.
Berserk, you're in here. You're the lead, so you pick. But in the meantime, for when Berserk is choosing, I'm gonna go for rivalry. Why not?
All right. Oh, we got the dream opponent question. Who is your dream opponent?
Dream opponent. Specify dream opponent. Is it good fight or is it easy fight? Right.
Well, I
For
mean, you never really remember the easy fights. It's the hard ones
You're
that you
right.
prevail that really stick with you after.
I'm going to be honest. If I think if BT and regulators merged together, that would be the dream opponent. Because the fight that we just had was some of the most fun that I've had in a while in a fight. Because it was constantly being thrown side to side to side. Um, because first of all, it was regulators, to which then they pushed us. They were pushing us on walls, and then BT loaded in. But honestly, I like that. I'm gonna stick with that answer.
All right. So has Berserk spoken yet?
No, he has
Uh,
not.
he just
Let's
mentioned
go
what
for
his slogan would be.
which would be a woo. Yeah, makes sense. Let's go for units and meta.
Huzzah! All right. Thank you. Call me Dexter. All right. Unison meta. What unit do you think is overrated?
Um, I have many. Considering I'm the person who loves to play off meta units, um, I'm gonna be honest. Stalwarts.
All right.
Stalwarts, Spartans.
Huzzah!
What else is overrated? Wu-Wei, but that's not really said much anymore.
All right. If you're on a battlefield and you see a pile of Spartans, stalwarts, which unit do you want to bring with you to take them out?
If I see a pile or if
Yeah,
I see
just see a
1v1.
guy with stalwarts. Which
Oh, a
unit do you
single
want?
guy.
Huzzah!
Halberd Elite. That is the most underrated unit, I personally believe.
Okay.
Halberd Elite.
I
Because of
have to
their
agree.
strike value.
I really enjoy them. So it's
They're
kind of a
so
sleeper
fun to
unit.
use.
They
Yeah.
really
Plus,
need some secondary units to help out. But if they get the shot, man, ooh, so dirty.
that's the thing. Yeah.
You gotta work as a team. Japan
You
strawberry,
do, but
I
even
like
if you have
that.
one person. Hmm.
All right, so let's choose another one, guys. What are we choosing?
Green muskets. Green muskets are fun.
The
Choose
little
the
rocket launchers, yeah, rocket launcher muskets.
Can we go with Salt Lords? Lore?
Lore, all right. What
And then we could
hero
do
skin
Diplo.
theme would you love to see? Pirates, Vikings, gladiators, samurais, fantasy
Ooh.
knights, etc.
Man, all these are hard. Man, if I had to, I would love to see another Viking season, of course. Um, honestly, that would be my vote.
Okay, okay.
Honestly, it would be Vikings. Out of the choices you have and just in general, but I think it would be very funny if even Conqueror's Blade did a singular season of just reaching out to like a bigger company like Halo or something like that, just to have a little nod. I think that would be very hilarious. Or even work with groups like Sabaton again. That was an amazing time, and I loved the combination of those.
Yeah, I think they should do more crossovers. Like,
Hmm.
it's very popular in a lot of games, and I think that they could really kind of capitalize on introducing the game to more markets by doing those crossovers.
Exactly. Because I know Sabaton brought a lot of people into UW at least. I
Yeah.
know at least 5 that came from the crossover. So
All right, so I saw a lot of people asking for more lore. Saw at least one Diplo. Which way do we want to go with this? We could do
let's
another.
go Diplo. Why not? Get all of the above.
What was the most diabolical scheme you ever saw unfold?
Ooh. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was this war. I'm gonna be completely honest
Nice.
because like there has been a lot of schemes that have unfolded, but the most beautiful laid out was this war. Um, I'm starting to get concerned, Dexter. Why do you keep saying that you love me? But anyway, uh, but I because it all started with a single player making a nudge to one of our high officers. Um, it was a nudge mentioning they were critiquing our shot callers in a fight, even though they lost, and they were critiquing. So then our response was okay. So let's watch some of their VODs, and then other house from different people joined, and then they started watching it, And then it kind of just went from there. And then after that, we got whispers of, hey, do you guys want to hit North BL with us? And then all of a sudden, more and more houses just started joining in. And it kind of just became a thing of nobody said anything about this territory war to anyone. And then all of a sudden, everyone just appeared.
Yeah, it was it surprised me. I mean, I had like my spidey sense was tingling. I'm like, you know what? Somebody is going to bounce out of this region over here in Ungavaria and go that way. There's no way all three big alliances are going to stay here. I mean, there's just no way. So
Yeah.
I was quite surprised to see that two of you guys bounced and started beating up the Borderlands. But you know, hey, that's kind of the name of the game, right?
Yeah, we were given an opportunity to. It's just that we didn't have enough information at the time. We were messaged by like 3 other houses all saying, hey, do you guys want to attack with us? And we were like, we don't know, because we don't know what's happening. We don't know the specifics. And then everything just went down and we were like mid-war. We were like, why not?
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and choose another one, guys.
Um.
Got 5 more minutes. Let's cram some things in there.
Oh, okay, then skill. Why not? While chat's choosing.
All right. What's the one thing you wish you knew when you first started playing?
One thing that I wish I knew. First and most important, don't use level XP cards if you're a low level unless you have a specific like mission for it. Because I just spam those out and now I'm in level 1000 lobbies, 2000 lobbies, and even times when I just want to chillax and just enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and next thing, don't just stick with meta, because one of the most powerful things that I feel like UW abuses a lot of the time is that we love to grab units that aren't meta and put them in a context to where they can be meta. Not just what in general like Phalanx, Spartan, Cav spam that normally happens. We like to try to get a mix, because if you're constantly fighting meta and you see a set of Huskarls and don't necessarily know how to fight them or if your unit could beat them, and then they slaughter you, it's kind of goes in their benefit. But try different things, try different niches, try new units.
Experiment. Yep. All right, there's calls for leadership.
Oh no. Okay.
All right, what's your leadership style? Hands-on commander, behind-the-scenes organizer, lead by example?
My leadership style personally, it's I'm gonna say I'm pretty hands-on. Berserk does a lot of the background work and the shit crap caller. But I'm the one that likes to teach the newer players. I'm the one that initiates newer players. I'm the one that kind of gets the community involved. And Berserk is the one that does the majority of the actual stuff. I do all the paperwork as well because, he says he's too lazy every day and tells me to do it. But I'm going to have to answer hands-on.
It's kind of funny being he was the one that told me to go leadership.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good leadership. Delegating there. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. He does that all the time. All of our officers do.
Good leaders know how to delegate.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you one more fun one.
Ooh, one more fun one? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to give you another fun one. Dealer's choice here. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen happen in a siege?
Man, there is so much shenanigans. So there's a lot of shenanigans that I've committed, and a lot of shenanigans I've seen committed. I think one of the funniest was a person in our house. I forgot his name because he stopped playing, but the second he unlocked Chariot, he taught the rest of us how to get the Chariot on top of walls. And what happened was that I was in a siege with like a group of like 3 people. And oh my god, there's so much more. Everyone's reminding me. But essentially, we had 5 chariots all go up on wall and just slaughtered people, which was absolutely hilarious. There was another time where we fully dedicated a 10-man to sally out tunnel on what's the map? The big city map. Yeah, Reggie. We sallied out tunnel and absolutely slaughtered. There was another time where a couple of our players placed down bombards just for them to be destroyed by a singular mortar shot 5 seconds later. There's a lot
Ouch.
of fun stuff that happens in this game. You just got to know where to find it.
Yeah, almost all great stories start with Bombard. Let me tell you.
Mhm.
That damn device has killed so many friendlies. It's unbelievable. Like I would love to see the actual body count of how many times it kills friendlies versus enemies. It's
Berserk put it in the best way possible. UW is UW, the great trollers of Siege. That is all we try to do. We don't try to win sieges. We try to have fun and troll.
all right. Let's go for one more wrap up question. Which one do you want?
Wrap
Your
up.
pick.
Let us go Siege.
All right. What siege map makes you say "Oh no" when it loads in?
There's many. Um, let's go with a wall fort. Yeah, that's one of them for sure. Um, and then what is the next one? What is that one called?
Everyone's saying Great Wall.
Completely.
I feel you on the Great Wall.
That's the first one I thought of. I'm gonna be honest, that's the first one I thought of. Now Fjord is great. Jen Sturgeon, you're a liar. It's a great map, but I'm gonna have to answer Wall Fort
Okay.
because of how unpredictable it is. There is a certain way, like I also ever since I've been fighting on forts, it's impossible to hold a fort on Wall Fort because there's no supply at home at all. There's only 2 supplies in the middle of the courtyard. It's oh my god, it's painful.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I
Mhm.
I could see that being a serious problem. All right, Waviest. Well, thank you so much for stepping up and joining us tonight. I really appreciate the last minute add in there.
Oh yeah.
And I
Thanks
will
for having me.
probably
It was fun.
I'll circle back around and grab you again sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
All right, have a wonderful night, and also everyone, just remember to use your Prime subs. They're free, and you get them once a month.
Yeah, and if you want to use them on me, I appreciate it. So buy me a soda, sure. Maybe all of you combined. All right, well, thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day, man.
All right, moving along, we have the prosperity for Ungaveria here, 15,150. 13 towns, 4 forts, 20 villages, a prosperity tier of 3, slowly but surely getting our way to 4. 81% free houses versus 19% legion. Top 5 seasonal landowners are warriors with 22,950. Supply watchers with 12,450. Gaiscioch Dub 10,450. Vanguard with 10,050. Forbidden City 10,000. Top renowned builders are warriors with 750. Gaiscioch Dub 500. Lawless 200. Ice Spartans 200. And Gaiscioch with 200. Most prestigious strongholds are Horka at level 6. Most flourishing villages are Brina and Reseji at rank 4. Taking a look at that war map tonight, check this out. Half a brain cell, gobbled up the south, 7,950 points worth. Hibernia, chilling over on the west, 2,800. Cohorts, up in the north, with 1,500. You have New World Order, chilling at Kisper Filovac, with 1,400. Tides of War, over on the east, they have 1,350. And Deuce Volt, holding out Solitos, 150. Looking at those kingdom changes, Durandon gains 6, Lawless with 2, Ungaveria with 1, Black Templars with 1, Warriors with 1, and Ares with 4. Taking a look at the houses of the region, regional dukes include Warriors, 3,150, with half a brain cell. Regional barons include Durandon, Supply Watchers, Gaiscioch Dub, and Ares. Regional stewards include Lawless, Order of Valor, Black Templars, Gaiscioch, and Midway Kings. Looking at the race for the capital, we have 2 contenders. Half a brain cell, has close to 8,000 points there, and Hibernia, who's 200 short of being our knockout of capital. Next up, the Borderlands. This was the exciting region tonight. All kinds of hell broke loose up here. 100% free houses, 0% legion, 17,100 regional prosperity with 17 towns, 4 forts, and 34 villages. Prosperity tier is 3. Top 5 seasonal landowners are Explicit with 24,500, Warborn with 23,100, Imperial Guard with 21,100, Asado with 10,050, Soda's Tavern 9,550. Top renowned builders are Imperial Guard with 700, Lawless with 300, Soda's Tavern with 300, Undying Wolves with 300, and the Originals with 200. Top prestigious strongholds are Shokin and Shojin at rank 5 apiece. And there are no upgraded villages in the Borderlands. Looking at the war in the north, it was all Ragnarok up here, and we had Defiance up there in the northeast. We now have Brotherhood owning a large chunk with 4,050. Independence up there at Fujian area, 2,100. Ragnarok still has some key properties, Chaofeng, Kinu, and Yazi, 1,950. And then half a brain cell grabbed up 2 of the gates with 1,350. The High Council still that northeast corner with 1,050. Taking a look at the south end, Ragnarok still has 2,400 points down here. Tides of War grabbed up a bunch of the south with 1,500. Half a brain cell has Shokin with 900. New World Order with 750. Brotherhood with 450. Blue World Order expanded their reach with 450. And then Independence had Balgis with 150. Taking a look at those changes tonight. I-Spartans gained 15. Vanguard with 5. Black Templars with 2. Warborn with 2. BWO with 2, Warforged with 2, Homegrown with 3, Undying Wolves with 3, Asado with 2, Forbidden City with 5, Reborn with 2, Supply Watchers with 2, Warriors with 1, The Watch with 1. And that brings us to our house sheet. Regional Dukes. Now we have I-Spartans there, 3,000 points on the board. Regional Barons, Warborn, Forbidden City, Vanguard, Supply Watchers, and Imperial Guard. Regional Stewards, Explicit, Black Templars, Warforged, Warriors, Undying Wolves, Homegrown, BWO, Asado, Reborn, and The Watch. Now this is where it gets interesting. We had Ragnarok here all by themselves, but right now we have a showdown between Ragnarok and Brotherhood. Now based on the land that we have, I think Brotherhood has the advantage here. They have a lot of villages, which are super easy to upgrade. Ragnarok invested in all towns. It pretty much kept the big targets, which if they get the good fief quests, those upgrades are worth pretty much 2 upgrades by a village. So it's going to be interesting how that dice roll happens on Monday morning reset when those fief quests change. It's going to come down to the wire. This is going to be a race off right here. So it should be interesting to watch. All right, let's go ahead and look at Liangyun. 98% free houses versus 2% Legion. 11,895 regional prosperity with 11 towns, 1 fort, and 31 villages. It is a prosperity tier of 1, but it is improving. You remember when it was just 2 little bars there? Yes, it is improving. They are actually doing some fief quests. We have top 5 seasonal landowners of Brazil with 27,690. Death Guard with 13,065. Here with 12,090. Speak with 11,700. Homegrown with 11,700. And Vigilantes is the hero of Liangyun. They have chosen to upgrade something. Congratulations for your 195 renown points. You are one and only out there, Vigilantes. You guys are building the world. Alright, most prestigious strongholds. Look at this, guys. 5 level 2s. I swear to God, they were trying to see how bad this could get. Like, Luge, Zandon, Haley, Narth, Hebo. I can build a level 2 with just a couple alts, man. This is like, man, how can you guys not upgrade this? Flourishing Village, Luxing, and Mari. Both of the level 2s that can't downgrade. So, yeah. Anything that's upgraded is just a coincidence that it hasn't sunken fast enough. So, it's kind of interesting. They are just refusing to fief quest. I think they're going for the low score. I swear they're going for the low score. Alright, looking at this map. Chaos Undivided, 5,460 regional prestige. E-Man, you know, as soon as those capitals flip, brace for impact. They will be coming. No Evil, 2,145. Revenant, 1,755. Half a Brain Cell, 1,170. Hallow Kings up in the northeast, we have 975. Cohorts at Jinshi with 195. And then Defiance took over our old stomping ground of Kwangong, the village on the hill. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Liangyun Kingdom changes. Brazil gained 6. They ain't done yet. Death Guard gained 5. They ain't done yet. Warriors with 4. Speak with 3. Vigilantes with 3, the Shadow Army with 1, Ungavarian Legion. Sorry, that should be the Liangyun Legion. Miscategorized that one. Old Guard with 1, and Robber Barons with 1. Yeah, it's funny. Ungavaria took it over from Liang. That's totally wrong. My error, guys. I blame me. All right, regional dukes. Death Guard is back as a regional duke. Regional barons include Brazil. Vigilantes speak warriors. Regional stewards include Soda's Tavern here, the Shadow Army, the Liang Legion, Robber Barons, Old Guard, and Sea. If that was the Ungavarian Legion, I bet that was Godhand taking it over all by himself. Alright, looking at Liang, here we go. Chaos Undivided, the only one in the running right now, but don't worry, that will change. I guarantee that will change. Alright, realm economy time. We have 2 kingdoms that rose, Hebo and Kilnek Coxma. Once you put SH on the end, you will never see it the same again. Dang it, why? Alright. Crumbling Empires, Overos. Drop to 3. Looking at the fief economy, we now have 1 level 6 and 6 level 5s. Looking at those top builders, Warriors leads the pack with 750, Imperial Guard with 700, Gaiscioch with 500, Lawless with 500, Undying Wolves with 450, Soda's Tavern with 300, Ice Spartans with 200, Gaiscioch with 200, Regulators 200, Vigilantes 195. Looking at those unit kits, we have gold kits over at Horka, Lion Roar kits, and Shield Maiden kits. Everywhere else is purple kits. Cheapest kit is your Kriegsbruder kits, so head on over there to craft up some purple kits if you need to use them for fief quests. Otherwise, you don't really need kits, to craft kits, to use on your units. You could just pay bronze. It's way cheaper that way. Alright, looking at your siege crafting. Here you go. This is where you can craft each one of these babies. They're all blues. They did upgrade the Scorpios, so Western Frontier might be a stop for you if you need some more Scorpios. Culverns are always useful for breaking siege, especially if you're new to the game. That's a great cannon to have. Unlike the cannons, their accuracy is actually fairly decent. Alright, if you're still working on fief quests and you don't know where to go, Horka has 5 coursers for 4,000. Top honor gains is Horka with 1 epic artillery for 960. And then House EXP is Horka with 100 regional exotics for 320. Alright, looking at the new houses. We don't have any. Alright, hold on. We have someone asking a question. Come on, Fog, please answer. Where's Wavius' Dread's question? We need Fog to respond to this. Ever just microwave a bunch of pre-cooked breakfast sausages at midnight? No. You know why I've never microwaved pre-cooked breakfast sausages at midnight? Is because I don't have a microwave. Yes. When I bought my house, the very first thing to go was a microwave. I got rid of that damn thing. I ain't using it. I prefer the stove. Actually cooking food, not nuking food. So, there you go. There you have it. A little fun fact about Fog. Yeah, I don't microwave nothing. Alright. What the heck? I broke something, guys. I don't even know what I broke. Alright, I'll fix it next time. Alright, population changes. Something's always got to break. You notice that? Man, I'm such an amateur. I've almost done this for 20 seasons. You would think that I would be good at this by now. Nope. Still amateur hour. My bad. My bad. Alright, top population growth. We have 7 for Death Guard. Durandon with 6. Robber Barons with 6. Undying Wolves with 5. Alright, looking at top prestige gains. Warriors with 2,520. Durandon 2,400. Ice Spartans 2,100. Death Guard 1,950. Supply Watchers 1,500. Brazil 1,365. Ares 1,200. Forbidden City 1,050. Vanguard 900. And Black Templars 900. There we go. Prestige losses tonight. Explicit lost 5,400. Imperial Guard 4,235. Warborn 3,600. Retro 1,755. The Shadow Army 1,365. Warforged 900. Robber Barons 690. Reborn 480. Lestita 450. And here with 390. Top 10 houses. We have Warriors in first place of half a brain cell with 5,070 prestige. Yada's Liege with 24,870 seasonal acclaim. Looking at that second place, we have Supply Watchers of half a brain cell, 3,900 prestige. White Wing is the liege with 13,950 seasonal acclaim. Third place, we have Death Guard, Chaos Undivided with 3,120 prestige. My man E-Man is a liege with 13,065 seasonal acclaim. Number 4, Eye Spartans of Brotherhood with 3,000 prestige. Eye Secret is the liege with 12,800 seasonal acclaim. Fifth place, Durandon of Half a Brain Cell, 2,400 prestige. Real Trillion is the liege with 3,750 seasonal acclaim. Sixth place is Warborn of Ragnarok, 2,250 prestige. Uncle Blowfish is the liege with 23,250 seasonal acclaim. Seventh place is Brazil, Chaos Undivided, 2,145 prestige. Loba Punk is the liege, 27,690 seasonal claim. Eighth place is Forbidden City, 1,800 prestige. Amonix is a liege, 12,250 seasonal claim. Totally pronounced that wrong. Ninth place is Vigilantes of Revenant, 1,755 prestige. Lugo Trix is the liege with 6,400 seasonal claim. 10th place is Gaiscioch of Hibernia, 1,600 prestige. Alios is the liege with 10,450 seasonal acclaim. That brings us around to our top 30. There you are. Check it out. See where you stack up. Alright, moving along to our alliances. Alright, Berserk, I'll check to make sure I update it. Alright, so free agents, we have Forbidden City, 1,800, Asado, 300, The Watch, 150. Looking at alliance changes, we didn't see any tonight. We were expecting some. We were expecting Forbidden City to declare, but didn't see where they were going to go. Alright. Top prestige gains, half a brain cell, 6,420. Chaos Undivided, 3,510. Brotherhood with 3,000. New World Order, 1,700. Revenant with 585. Tides of War, 450. No Evil with 390. Blue World Order, 300. The High Council, 270. And Hibernia with 50. Alright. Ragnarok with 13,235 lost tonight. But they kept 4,350. In my book, that's still kind of a win. I mean, with what they had thrown at them, they did pretty darn good. Deliverance lost 1,755. Hallowed Kings with 1,560. Defiance with 1,140. First place, we have Half a Brain Cell, 11,370 prestige, 42,570 seasonal acclaim with Supply Watchers, Warriors, and Durandon. Second place, Chaos Undivided, 5,460 prestige, 41,340 seasonal acclaim with Death Guard, Brazil, and Old Guard. Third place is Brotherhood, 4,500 prestige with 24,350 seasonal acclaim. There is Vanguard and Eye Spartans in this alliance. Fourth place is Ragnarok with 4,350 prestige, 70,905 seasonal acclaim with Warborn, Imperial Guard, and Explosive. Fifth place is Tides of War, 2,850 prestige, seasonal claim of 25,400, Warforged Ares and Undying Wolves. Sixth place is Hibernia, 2,800 prestige with 20,050 seasonal claim. Gaiscioch, and Order of Valor make up this alliance. Seventh place is New World Order with 2,150 prestige, 21,575 seasonal claim with Regulators, Black Templars, and Lawless. Eighth place is No Evil with 2,145 prestige, 24,570 seasonal claim with Speak, Hear, and See. Ninth place is Revenant with 1,755 prestige. Valkyries, Vigilantes make up this alliance with 6,550 seasonal claim. 10th place is the High Council, 1,050 prestige, 21,780 seasonal claim with Homegrown and Reborn. That brings us around to our seasonal claim board. See, there are more than just 10 alliances. Just saying. Alright, our top four are Ragnarok with 59% or 59,305. Half a brain cell with 41,370. Chaos Undivided 32,175. And Brotherhood with 28,800. Looking at the top historical houses, we have Vanguard up top with 629,000. Homegrown in second with 332,000. Gaiscioch in third with 285,000. Durandon in fourth with 273,000. Eighth place is Black Templars, 219,000. Warriors in ninth with 196,000. Then we have Warforge, getting ready to jump up in that top 10, 174,000. Vigilantes with 173,000. Going to pass up Monarch any day now. Undying Wolves right on their heels with 169,000. Then you got Gaiscioch, 157,000. Midway Kings, 142,000. Explicit, 140,000. And Warborn with 138,000. Looking at the Alliance board, Hibernia with 747,000. The High Council, 438,000. Deucevolt, 367,000. Revenant with 251,000 in that 7th place slot. Half a Brain Cell creeped up on the top 20 tonight. See them down there at the 119,000, 20th. And then Ragnarok's at 16th. They are primed to pass up Yellow Turbans soon. Those of you that remember them back in the day. 134,000. New World Order is also racing up this board pretty quickly. They are at 13th with 143,000. And 12th is Ties of War with 152,000. No Evil is getting ready to make their top 10 appearance here with 197,000. Moving on to the Historical Alliance board. Gaiscioch leading the pack with 12,000. Vanguard with 6,190 in third. Gaiscioch with 4,600 in fourth. Durandon, 4,075. Homegrown with 3,585. Midway Kings with 3,290. Warriors with 2,830. For the Alliances, Hibernia with 24,000. Then we have Deucevolt with 6,315. And then the High Council with 4,330. We do have Ragnarok and New World Order in that 14th and 15th spot. They are cruising up this board pretty quickly as well. Alright, taking a look at the morgue before you take off. Here's the houses that disappeared this season. Some of them are still active, they just haven't taken land lately. Disciples disappeared with 4,450. The Originals disappeared with 2,450. The Shadow Praisers disappeared with 2,100. The Fury with 1,140. The Dark Knight, 450. Mortality, 300. Corsair with 200. And Valkyries with 150. As for alliances, there were 2 alliances that have disappeared this season. Guardian Knight with 7,750. And King's Guard with 5,000. And that brings around to the close of our show. I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. You guys are exceptional people, and I love bringing the war news to you guys. I look forward to doing it, hopefully, for another few seasons. And I will see you all again on Tuesday for the Capital Fights. Should be a good one. See you later, guys.
I don't hear the war tonight. I feel it. I watch the banners folding like in rain. 50 houses holding on to names. Addiction waits like it always knew. Every crown costs more than you choose. I try to stand where the brave don't shake. Try to believe what the fire would take. Roses in my hands, thorns in my skin. I didn't know how deep this goes within. Every promise feels heavier now when the walls come down. Season of roses, blood on belief.
counts the hidden cost. Through virus burned in my eyes. Conqueror city, never replies. Alliances break like fragile glass. Some moments linger, some never pass. I don't need glory, I don't need fame, just to know this fight meant something real. If I fall, remember this, I didn't run. I'm stained in the quiet, I'm cut but I breathe. Every loss left a mark on me. Season of roses, truth runs deep. This is the war report of Elysium peak. I won't disappear, I won't retreat. I'm still here on Elysium peak. On Elysium peak. If the crown breaks me open, let it show. I'd rather bleed honest than never know. I'm stained in the quiet, but I survived. Every night taught me how to fight. Season of roses, pain and relief. This is the war report of Elysium peak. Say my name if the lights go weak. I was here